here to help you know all the things you need to know about getting your family pictures taken.
Yes, we understand that getting family pictures taken is an investment of time and effort and energy, and we have some tricks and tips to give you that are going to make that process so easy and smooth for you that you're going to want to do it again and again and again and love it. Now, Wendy is the mastermind behind Blue Lily Photography, and she has a wealth of knowledge of how to create the best images that represent your family, that really capture your essence, and do so in a way that you're going to want to just like put that all over your walls. Ask me how I know. Wendy has been taking my family's pictures for years, and they are some of our greatest treasures. When you think about what is worth spending money on, 10 years from now, what will you be glad you bought? You probably won't even be able to think of half the things you bought 10 years ago, but I guarantee that 10 years from now, the thing you will be glad you had are family pictures. They are absolutely worth every penny, and something that your family will value and love and look back on with so much fondness. And a word to the moms out there who think they're not in the right size, or they don't love their hair, or something's not perfect about the way you look, and you don't take family pictures because you don't want that documented. Stop it. Take pictures of yourself. Take pictures of you with your family and love that. There will never be a time like this in your family again. Your kids will only ever be this old right now, and you can't go back. And
so true. So
don't hesitate, don't wait. But there are some things that go into creating the best images. The first of those is
location, location, location. In other words, if you are a city person and you never step foot in the country, maybe you want to think about doing your photos in the city. Location and wardrobe really go hand in hand. Again, if you're in the country scene and you're by a barn, you may not want to wear a tuxedo and a sequincy dress, but maybe you do, I don't know. But
it's a personal choice.
If you are going to have your family pictures taken in nature, think about the wardrobe that would reflect that setting the most. So you're not going to wear a wardrobe that's super formal and hard to move around in. If you're going to an urban area, you can have a more structured wardrobe, and that'll fit in better. Or if you're going to the beach, you would want to think about wearing softer colors or more flowy clothes. Something beachy just makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely will add to the overall vibe of the picture when the setting and the wardrobe matches. Now, when you're talking about a wardrobe, especially for me, I have a large family, I have 6 kids, trying to coordinate 8 people's outfits for a mom especially can be really stressful. What I have found that works really well for our pictures is I pick my outfit first. I'm the one coordinating the whole thing. I want to look good in it. So I pick my outfit first, and from there I pick coordinating colors. You don't want to be too matchy-matchy. We all remember the 90s when everyone wore like a chambray shirt. And jeans, like those,
they were real.
Yeah, they were real.
That really happened.
You probably have documentation of that. But now you want to really coordinate as opposed to match with your family. So something to consider when you're coordinating is matching the level of saturation in the colors. I know that sounds complicated.
Sounds great.
But it's not when you consider a pastel color like a pink is not very saturated. It's like a watered down version of a color versus a bright coral. They are not in the same saturation.
Soft versus bold.
Yeah, so if you're gonna pick a really bold color, then there need to be other coordinating bold colors with it, and then you can fill in with some neutrals and stuff like that. But if you're going with a softer pastel kind of a palette, you can't throw in like a bright magenta. It will contrast too much with your pictures and not create the look that you're going for. And if you are a really casual family, if you're never going to be caught in a dress or your husband in a tie, don't stick him in a tie for the family picture. He will feel awkward and uptight and like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hands.
So true. Kids too. If your kids hate wearing ties or dress shoes, please don't make them wear ties and dress shoes unless you have some sort of bribery or discussion beforehand. Another thing to really consider when you're talking about wardrobe for family photos is the weather. You can't really determine what the weather's going to be ahead of time except for seasons. if you live in Arizona and you're getting your photos taken, please don't wear sweaters or turtlenecks or anything intensely hot. It doesn't make sense or fit.
Your kids might die of heat stroke too, so just take that into consideration.
Everyone will be grouchy and then your dreams will be shattered. So just kind of match up the weather with your wardrobe. It sounds obvious, but it's not obvious.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. And I just think you should do what's best for your family, especially if you have photos done by me or Tyler, because we move a lot. We are walking, we are moving, we are playing games. It's all a very exciting thing. You don't want to be wearing something you can't do that
being really stiff and buttoned up is not the vibe you get when you hire Blue Lily. We always do a photo motion video as well, and so naturally the kids are going to be running around, you're going to be moving and getting up and down, so whatever it is you want to wear that makes you feel the most comfortable. If your kid's favorite color in the world is purple, then let them wear purple. Yes. And another thing to consider is the humidity level. Ask me how I know. The first pictures that we took 8 years ago with Blue Lily, I have a lot of hair, you may have noticed, I have a lot of hair, and I had taken great effort to try and to tame it and make it look good that day. And then we stepped outside and it was like 90 degrees with 99% humidity. And within moments, my hair was like just huge and frizzy. And I had that moment, why, you can't fight the weather.
What did you do?
I just put it back in a bun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I wish that I had had time to actually see what I was doing and try to create a hairstyle that worked with our environment.
We talked about what to do if it's hot. Don't wear hot clothes. But if it's cold, don't show up in tiny spaghetti strap dresses.
Yeah, your kids will not last long.
Let's just be realistic with the weather. Follow the weather, even if it means scrapping your original plans.
Yeah, absolutely. These are things that will make the entire experience so much more enjoyable if everyone is at a comfortable temperature level.
So much more.
Yeah, and if you bribe them with candy, that also helps.
So another thing that I thought it would be great to have Raina talk about is makeup for the session. This is a big investment of time and money, like she said, and makeup is really important. I feel, Raina, like there's a happy ground as to too much makeup or too little makeup. What is that?
Well, the bottom line is you want to look like you. You don't want to show up to pictures looking how you've never looked before.
Right.
You want to look like the best version of you, but there are some really concrete things you can do to make sure that you are highlighting the best features of your face. One of them is eyebrows. People really underestimate what an eyebrow does for you. Eyebrows frame your face, they bring the attention to your eyes, which is what you want in a photo. If you have really fair or sparse eyebrows, you want to fill them in, and there are some very easy ways to do that. We will link to some other videos that I've made that help you with eyebrow filling and how to do that. You also want to make sure that you have some kind of mascara. Eyelashes, that will also just really make your eyes pop. How much eyeshadow you wear, how many colors you like to experiment with is really personal preference. You can create a very natural look with a very few products, but those products need to do the most for you they can. The other thing that is so key is highlighting and contouring. Now, that sounds really complicated. That sounds like something professional makeup artists do, and it is. And up until recently, it's been really hard to replicate at home if you weren't familiar with the techniques and the products and the various tools needed. I'm a makeup artist for Mascara Beauty, and these products are super easy to use. You can recreate really amazing high-end looks in a fraction of the time that it ever took before. So we will link to some tutorials where you can find those products, find out how to use them. I would love to help you out with that.
Yes, she is an expert, and if I can do it, you can do it. I think that's pretty much all the important things that we wanted to convey to you. But of course, if you have any questions, we've got two: makeup expert, photo expert. Yes. Ask away. We'd be happy to help you. But remember, photo day is stressful. Take those steps to make it a lot less stressful.
Yeah, and if you really consider the location, the weather, the wardrobe, and your makeup, you're gonna show up feeling confident, you're gonna show up feeling excited, and Wendy makes it so fun. I cannot stress that enough. That you go thinking, oh no, we have to be perfect and rigid and posed, and she makes it so everybody feels like themselves and is super natural. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of family pictures.
They're fun.
It's worth
really
it.
Fun.
Treasures for your family.
Thank you,
Do
guys.
it. So you want to get family pictures. Yep.
It's tough.
I also think that. I don't build the clothes. Why am I saying that? I don't build anything.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
We need to help you.